So wait, were you banging her? Did you do her doggy style?
In the porta potty, no, it was a fly 69, and we fly 69 into it, and we just kind of went with a Kentucky Klondike bar from there.
True life, we've been smuggled.
We've been smuggled into Lollapalooza.
We've been smuggled into Lollapalooza.
You've heard it here. Smuggled's a good word. I didn't know how we were going to intro this, but
Yeah.
smuggle is the perfect word.
We were smuggled. And willingly smuggled.
Willingly, yeah. All right, so let's back. I think we've given them too much thus far. All right,
It's
so
okay.
Let's, yeah. So
We'll backtrack.
hang in there.
So we're Keegan and I, 2017 summer mixing.
Last year. Was it last year?
It was last year.
Okay, yeah.
Tossed around the idea to, maybe we'll hit up Lolla for a day. We'll go up to Chicago. We got a couple buddies. They're all going up there. We're like, yeah, fuck it. Let's just go up there. Let's
just go.
We'll find tickets. We don't have tickets. We'll go find tickets. It
Right.
won't be that hard. We'll scalp some, Surely there's thousands of people slinging tickets.
Trying to go to this one concert. So I went that Friday, and I was like, I knew that you were coming up on that Saturday, so I was like, I'm going to stick around. I want to go with Eli and my boys, and go into this thing. So fast forward, it's Saturday morning. We meet up. We're checking websites. We're checking everything. Our buddy lives real close to it, so we're like,
everyone has tickets.
Everyone
but
has
us.
shit except us.
So we're walking the streets of Chicago.
We're downtown Chicago.
If you've never been around this time, Lollapalooza is the most insanely packed event in the entire fucking world.
All right, so
all
think
of Chicago
about right,
is
exactly.
crawling with fucking people.
So think about you have these millions of people in the city of Chicago, and then you have this huge event that attracts hundreds of thousands of people. Downtown Chicago, literally in the middle of downtown Chicago. So everyone just converges into this little area, and me and Eli are out just perusing about, trying to find
a scalper.
A scalper to sell us a reasonable ticket. Dude,
Craigslist has ran dry.
Was anybody out there I got tickets?
They were.
Dude, they were.
So
but
we were like, so we just said, fuck it. Let's, look on Craigslist. Tickets were out the fucking ass. Like $250 for a day. One Saturday ticket.
One day.
And we're like, get the fuck out of here for a Saturday. So
Summertime shy, baby.
Yeah, summertime shy.
That's exactly what it was.
Literally.
It is. It was summertime shy style.
We kept walking the same blocks. We were checking all
doing laps.
Literally, someone tried to sell us weed. Someone tried to sell us pills. We saw all this, these homeless people, all of this shit. What? It's just me and Eli. We have a headband on, but we're just these average dudes,
trying to buy some tips.
We
saw a couple guys.
Summertime shy with you guys.
That's all we kept saying. We had a sign that
said
that.
We found a few people that were selling tickets, obviously, but they were like, I got 4-day passes, or I got 2-day passes,
right.
Or I got this one single day for fucking $300. I'm like, kiss my fucking asshole.
Dude, you're not gonna pass snatch me, dude.
Yeah, don't fuck with me, dude.
And there's
don't
all
pass
these.
Snatch me, dude.
Don't pass snatch me. There's all these people that all these reports that people are selling fake fucking
Bump
wristbands.
tickets.
And these are the sketchiest people you've seen in your life. So take sketchy people in Indy, times it by 5, and those are the sketchy people in Chicago that we were dealing with.
Totally.
Easily.
And little whispers around the corners, and people were like, yo, don't go buy tickets from them. Those are fake tickets. Those people are creating fake tickets, or they got ones that are
There's
deactivated.
whispers around the streets.
Yeah, people were literally yo,
people were linking
don't go buy
up.
tickets. Don't
It's
go buy
The
tickets
Mist.
from those people.
It's
Yeah.
like the movie The Mist.
Yeah, don't go buy tickets from them because they're selling some fake shit. And we're like, fuck, this is sketch. So this is 1 or 2, probably 2 o'clock, and we're just making our
2
rounds.
2 p.m. So it's the concert started at what? By
noon.
Noon.
Probably gates open at noon. We're at least 2 p.m. without tickets.
Without tickets, and we were gonna give up. It was over.
We were giving up. Back. We were like, dude, our bottom dollar is X, and these motherfuckers aren't even going.
These guys
close.
aren't even close.
And,
we've seen all this other weird shit, the weirdest shit.
We saw some weird shit, and that's probably the everyday thing, for people who live in Chicago. But us, we're like, god damn.
Should we even do this?
So we're like, should we do this? It was getting later. It was 2:30, 3 time, just trolling by,
flying by.
Everyone
we can hear shit. We can hear artists.
Our friends are in texting us
we're
where the
half
fuck
a block
are you?
away.
And we're like, fuck. We just want to get in there. So we're we post up at some bar. We're just chilling, having a beer. Yo, what should we do? I check Craigslist one last time, and
What,
I
dude?
find this number.
Craigslist, the most dependable site ever, right?
Right, the least sketchy site ever. So we text this number, and it's like tickets, whatever, reasonable price. I'm like, fuck yeah. And they're like, all right, meet us at the Hilton on Michigan Street. And we're like,
Done. On
all
our
right,
way.
cool, we'll go meet them there. And
That's
so
easy.
this is like 3
Right.
Is it Garden Inn and Suites or like just a
This is
regular
Hilton.
It was,
pretty nice.
dude, it was
I think there
it
was
was-
like a wedding in there, actually.
It was too nice.
event hall?
So anyway, so we're like, meet us in the lobby. So we stroll like a block or two away, and
Because it was close. We're like, dude, fuck yeah, we got this. We're going
got
in,
this,
man.
we'll meet this guy.
Texting our friends, hey, see you soon.
And so we like get
Psych.
there, and like we're standing in the lobby, and we're like, okay, I don't really see anybody. And so I call the guys, like, all right, yeah, I'm coming. I'll be there in a second. We're like, all right, cool. And so we meet this dude, and he's like, all right, you guys, whatever, want tickets? And we're like, yep. And he's like, all right, wait here.
Wait here.
Wait
That's the
here.
last thing you want to hear. is,
Wait here. We
wait
go out
here.
front and like off to the left a little bit, and we're just like, wait here. And we're like, okay. And then we see like a few other people just like kind of like chilling, corralled in this little area, and we're like, okay, this seems kind of weird. So we're just riding it out.
And corral is a perfect word. Like there was they were shepherded into this one spot. When everyone, it was just like
Corralled
it was like
Everyone,
this,
yeah.
Wait,
these
is it a bunch
average-
of people? Like not just you guys? It's like
It was a
So
few.
listen,
There was probably like 10 at least.
Listen, it was just like these average people just trying to get into this.
Everyone
fucking,
looked as confused as us.
So you know those like those sketchy people we were just telling you about throughout
they-
every
they-
single block.
those
The
guys
opposite,
end up-
the opposite of that was being shepherded.
They
in.
looked like other bros like us with
Right,
headbands.
we're trying to go.
that didn't have tickets, and we're trying to get in at 3 to 4 p.m. after the concert's already started.
Right, so
And
Oh,
everyone's just trying to get in.
right.
so fucking this dude comes back, and he's like,
18-wheeler?
huh?
No,
What did he say?
an 18-wheeler. No,
He backs it into the Hilton.
everybody in.
Acts like a
Everybody get in!
No, no, we were too close for an 18-wheeler.
We're gonna bulldoze. Yeah,
We didn't need
honestly,
it.
we were one block.
We were way
we
too
across
close.
the street from
We
the
could
festival.
see
We
it
could
the whole
see
time.
the festival.
Comes out the fucking
we
bazooka cannon.
we were so close.
If I was further away, I'd be down for the 18-wheeler, but we were too close for it.
So, homeboy comes back and he's like, "Who's up?" And he's got a couple other like
Who's up?
couple other dudes that he's like, he's I guess herding these people with,
He's right.
and clearly not us.
They're working together. Like
They're
there's
working
there's a
together.
bunch of people working together, communicating amongst each other.
They got they're like microphoning each other
right,
and
they're
shit.
like walkie-talking each other. Who's up? This,
And
that.
they're like, okay, they were here first, so there's like a group ahead of us. And we're like kind of confused, and we're starting to piece everything together. And so a guy comes back, and he pulls out of his pocket
Good.
like 3 or 4 wristbands to get into the festival.
The
like
admission,
4-day pass.
right? The admission wristbands you need that you scan once you get in.
And so we pieced together that my man's
smuggling back out.
is
Oh.
taking people. He's taking these.
Smuggling.
passes.
We used smuggling
He's
earlier.
smuggling people into the festival, taking the wristbands off, putting them in his pocket, and walking back, and grabbing another group,
and
collect
continuing to do
money,
the same thing.
and smuggle more people
Did
in.
you
And
work
we're
for
like,
the event,
continuous-
venue or something? You
continuous-
right
work for
into like he walked them through. He's walking them through the side, just through like not VIP, but almost like an employee.
It was
entrance.
that's what it
Yeah.
was. It was an
So
employee
I'm saying he
entrance.
probably got
and
hired by Lollapalooza and then was like, I know what to do now, and probably made a few grand. that
Oh,
weekend.
dude, few grand.
Yeah, probably
He
Dude.
made a few grand while we were standing.
Dude, we
there.
saw
This racket they made like probably tens of thousands of dollars
That's
this
awesome.
weekend.
Good for them.
So we're figuring
was-
it out, and it's like people are getting smuggled, and we're like, all right, I guess we're doing
Smuggle
this.
us up.
Dude, I mean, like we're in line, so like we're with. So the guy, there's the main smuggler, he's going in, and then there's a secondary guy that we've been talking to, and he's like standing with us. So there's like no way we can get out of this. Like we're in. That guy, like
He's like, you got the money.
he's like,
And
you got the money. He's
and
like,
the
yeah,
price-
we're like negotiating and shit with this like fucking
The
sketchy guy.
price
Like,
was significantly lower than a normal.
It was,
price.
so we were like-
You don't get a
okay,
pack,
this
you
is
just get in.
right, you
can't
just
leave.
get it.
It
Right,
was true,
exactly.
but it was already 4 p.m. We were getting
Right.
desperate. All our friends were in there. We didn't
But-
really have any other options.
It's
so we
his
just
happy hour.
We were like, fuck it, dude. We're doing this.
We're in. Like let's just what I mean. The worst that can happen is these guys get busted, and we just say we
we
didn't
thought
know.
they were legit and play
Dude,
stupid.
that's what I call smuggler's happy hour. Dude.
Yeah.
That
Is that 4
that is
4
just
p.m.,
a
dude.
nice
Everyone's
and
half
simple.
off.
He's like, oh, this is when they need us most. Dude. This is our busy season.
He's
This
like,
is
we
our
gotta go.
average smuggler's happy hour.
This is when everyone's getting desperate. Everyone's paying top
Dude,
dollar.
you know where they all end up going to once they graduate from doing that? StubHub.
What's that?
Once they graduate the streets, they go up to StubHub corporate, dude.
Right, and they sell Joey
that's the bottom
shitty
rung.
tickets.
And they send me a fucking Pacers Kings ticket from January 2017.
You got hoed.
I just get home.
Anyways.
So yeah, all right. So it's our turn. Keegan and I are up.
We're up.
All right, we're about to get smuggled. Dude.
We're
This
up,
is
dude.
it.
It's like it's as if I'm
This
like
is it.
leaving.
We only see them walk across the street and disappear into the crowd. We don't know all this. What we said is because we did it afterwards, and this is like looking back on it.
So
we didn't know where we were going. We were like, okay, we're gonna put these.
no one's
wristbands
coming.
on.
Here's the one thing we know. No one's coming back. That's the one
Good,
thing.
good or bad, they're not coming back.
Good or bad, those guys come back with wristbands.
Hey,
I don't know what the fuck happens.
we know no one has come back yet.
Right.
Like they're all getting in.
We're assuming they're getting in, but they could just be getting arrested
or harvested.
or yes.
Dude,
sex slaves.
they just take the wristband right off that harvested body.
Yeah.
We had
Yeah.
no idea.
They're cutting them off arms.
But we were up next,
cutting
and here
off
comes
arms and just taking our kidneys and leaving us at the stage.
right here. Well, here comes main guy with
Main
his
guy,
wristbands.
that's our boy.
What would you name him? What's his name? Just main guy?
Dude, I would say like Rico.
Rico.
Oh my
Did he look like a
God, dude.
Rico?
Without one second guess, his name was Rico.
Okay.
Definitely Rico.
No
kind of
question.
not
If that paints
Hispanic,
the
but
picture.
Definitely a good tan. He might have been a little Hispanic.
But
But
Rico's great.
Tan,
Sunglasses
nice
for
tan on
sure.
him.
Oh, so
Good
much
tan.
gel.
nice gel.
Unbelievable
Good
amount
gel
of gel.
game.
These
Crew.
guys have been doing this a while, but I bet
Yeah,
they're
this
there
wasn't
year.
their first.
Honestly, if you're in desperate need of a ticket,
Hit-
I bet they're there.
You're
Michigan
like,
Street-
you're like, wait at the Hilton Garden
up,
and Suites
hit up.
on Michigan Street.
Dude, I-
Hilton, I
At
guarantee.
4
you.
p.m.
Guarantee you that they're doing that.
Guarantee they do it every year. Anyway, so we're about to go in. We're walking in, and we put the wristbands on. Not all the way. We just put them on, and he put
As instructed.
As instructed.
It wasn't just us saying that. That's
He
as
put his-
instructed.
We put it on, and then he puts like a little bracelet over it to like keep it tight to look legit. And we follow this dude, and we like cut through the first layer of security, and then he just kind of gives this dude a wave. And
flawlessly.
clearly, this dude was probably in on it too, probably kicking him some cash. Go through a first layer of security like it was nothing. Go through this like little like security area. There was no like festival people in this area.
okay. So there was the main barrier fence. There was like a buffer area that no one was. That all these like security people were
Yeah,
hanging
they
out in.
Park like golf carts.
Golf
and
carts
shit
and shit. And then there was the main
behind the
festival.
scenes, and
And
then
so we're just like waving like Eli, him and I aren't. We were just walking through and
acting like we knew this dude.
Kinda
we
like-
would never know
kinda
this
like
dude,
a-
but he, of course, we were with him.
point here, point there. Like, yeah, we're good. We're good.
Yeah, and just acting like we own the joint. And so we were walking in, and we get through the last layer, and we're fucking give the last guy a nod, and we're fucking in. Dude.
We're in.
We're in. We just got smuggled
Yeah, you got human
into
trafficked.
Lollapalooza.
You were human trafficked for a little
We
bit.
were
were
human
trafficked in there.
trafficked.
You were trafficked.
And so he's like, "You got the money?" And we keep walking a little ways, like into the crowd, so it's not as suspicious.
Yeah.
And I forget what the dollar amount was, but
We
I
didn't
was like,
pay him the right dollar.
No, it was the dollar. We already were getting a discount because obviously this was the shadiest thing to ever happen, and we agreed to it. But I only had a certain amount of cash, like in one pocket, and I was just like, "Yeah, here's the cash." He's like, "Is it all there?" I was like, "Nah." This was like, "Fuck you, dude."
Because
Yeah.
Ball was in.
Was
Ball
he
was
gonna
in.
knock on you?
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
We had his wristbands on,
Yeah.
and we hadn't given him money. We could have just dipped out. Oh fuck! And we forgot. Remember when we first got back, or when he got back right before we were go? We forgot.
Oh
to
shit!
Sorry,
Okay,
guys.
huge
Sorry,
factor.
Yeah, we fucked up. So right before we were about to
Damn,
get
I'm
the
glad
nod,
you remembered
Right
that.
before we were about to get the nod to
So,
go.
so here we are again, back outside by the hotel,
Pre-smuggle.
shivering in our boots, just so like with that guy that was overseeing everything.
Yeah, right outside the Hilton, and we're about to go up. We know we're up.
Dude, we're up next. This is
We're
when
up
we were up
next,
next.
and this dude gets fucking radioed in. He's like, called him, and he was like, "Are you fucking kidding me? Fuck those motherfuckers!" Like blah blah blah. I'm like, "Oh fuck, this can't be good." And we're about to go.
We're
And
about
like,
to
"Oh,
go. We're
shit,
live."
What just happened, dude? Someone get shot? Like what the fuck? Like nervous as hell. And he's like cussing him. He's like, "I know, motherfuckers. I got somebody here. Somebody here." And we're like, what happened? And he goes, "Those motherfuckers ran." He's like, "The group before you guys, they fucking just dipped out with the wristbands on.
No.
Didn't pay and kept the wristbands on and just were disappeared into the fucking festival." Which, honestly, is a good move.
No,
'Cause
not with Rico's
Not
squad,
a good move,
though.
but like,
you're in. Like they can't chase you
The
around.
But
chances-
Rico has dudes though.
Probably, but the
Definitely
chances
does.
of them
Dude,
catching
there's
him,
hundreds of thousands of people in there. No
I've never
shot.
seen a more like packed festival. Like, dude, once you're in, and they'll never find you. So once we got in, we were like, honestly, we saw the opportunity that they dipped on because we
Yeah.
hadn't given them the money, and
Like, all right, shit,
and we had the
maybe-
wristbands on still. And he was like, he doesn't want to be like, crazy.
He didn't look at us in the.
You paid
Listen,
for him. Those
he
are
didn't.
yours.
He didn't
We
look
didn't
at us.
pay yet.
He didn't look at us in the
We
face.
still had the money in our
whole time.
pocket.
He didn't look at us like in the face the whole time. He was kind of like eyeing everything, and then when he
Put
asked
his-
for the money, he put his hand out
In the back, like
so he's
behind his
looking
back.
forward, but he put his hand back behind him and was like asking us for the money, and then that's when
Right.
Eli
Was
like, took
that agreed upon though at the onset, or did you?
the
know you had to
onset.
give,
We were.
Did
know
you know you had to give him back to him when you got in?
Yeah, I mean that.
Yeah,
but
because we
handing
saw the
him
wristbands
out-
coming back. Remember, like
Yeah,
we
but
knew
you
everyone
saw
was.
him, but they didn't ask for him, right?
No, what?
Like you saw the wristbands coming back in when they'd come, but they weren't very clear. Were they clear? Like we give you the pass.
I
in,
mean,
then
we
you give us the
knew
wristbands
it
back.
was. I mean, it was
Pretty
just
much.
assumed
It was
at
pretty
that point.
implied.
Okay.
But so like yeah, the dude was not trying to stand out and like hey, where's my money and shit like that. So he wasn't ever going to do that. So those guys that dipped, like I don't blame them. Like
They bailed
we
early.
easily could. We had that opportunity, but
So we hadn't paid yet. So
Okay.
we're okay.
you say
So
they did without paying too.
right. So
they stole the wristbands
Dude, they
and didn't pay
bailed
and just
with
dipped
that's-
out. So they lost out on hella money probably.
on the money they were going to
Yeah,
make
and
on
the
those wristbands and
that money, yeah.
Illegal money that
In the
they
future.
they're
Yeah,
the fraudulent
Right,
dollars
the
they were
fraudulent
making.
dollars they're missing.
Yeah. So like I was just gave him a dollar amount that was like half of what we were supposed to pay and was like, yeah, it's close to all there. And
I
he-
mean, dude, it was literally. I mean, we.
and he was
shorted
like,
him
"Are you
for
fucking
sure.
kidding me?" I was like, "Yeah." Like,
That's all I
sorry,
got.
I don't care.
Yeah.
And he's like, "All right, fine, fuck it, give me the wristbands," and just left. And we're like,
So we slid
tight.
off. We slid off the wristbands. Gave him like probably 3/4 of the cash at most, and slid off the wristbands. We put like a bandana on our wrist for the day, and we went and saw some good music.
We saw good music, had a good time. It was a blast.
It
And
was a-
like, dude,
Dude,
it's
that's
so
all.
crowded.
That is all a true story, not fabricated. One single.
Yeah.
Dude, we can add things that you guys shouldn't know that made that story even crazier. But we kind
But
of,
that was
You can use
that was
as
the
like an
gist.
exclusive.
We got
Right.
You can use
we
your
got moms
imagination.
listening.
We got smuggled in.
We got smuggled in.
And like they would never know. Like
Ever.
if you don't have a wristband on, there's so many people
Right.
in there that no one's checking wrists to see if you have your shit.
Yeah.
Like these
The
people
second-
are running a successful, like very lucrative racket, and
You think that if they're
And
checking
we were in
wrists
the
for-
middle of it.
and
Hey.
we were a
And
smug
we
elite.
contributed to it.
But don't get discouraged this Saturday if you guys are at Lollapalooza. If you're at this weekend, you don't have tickets. Just don't give up.
Check Craigslist.
Check
Don't
Craigslist.
be
No,
safe,
better yet,
please. Don't do that.
show up at the
actually.
Hilton at 4:00.
If you're gonna,
on-
if you're gonna
any,
get,
any day, and look for Rico.
if you're gonna get
In
smuggled,
Puerto
if
Rico.
you're gonna get smuggled
Rico.
into a festival, at least have a friend, have a buddy system
Buddy
going
system,
on.
yeah. Friend named Rico, a lot of gel hair.
Cargos, yeah.
Cologne,
he's-
like a strong scent of cologne. That's
nice-
Rico.
It wasn't his
Act
first
Shea
time doing
Noble.
it.
Right, you're on him.
Tell him Eli and Keegan sent you.
Right, we
You
get,
get a
rewards
discount.
yeah.
You get a discount. We gotta refer a friend.
Actually, they'll probably beat you up and take more of your money because again, we shorted them. But you can
No,
try it.
Yeah, they'll fucking never know. Good luck.